Signals are one of the most important parts of a railway system. They tell trains when to stop and when to go. They stop accidents happening. The signalmen of Sodor are very proud of their signals and can usually be seen in their signal boxes looking out for trains. Today was no exception, and the railway system was running well. Wait a minute, is that Tom Moss the prank engine I see? It is. Tom, I haven't seen you for quite a long time. Have you been in your forest all this time? What have you got in your truck? Snakes? You've been collecting snakes? Now why don't I believe that? I think you've been up to your naughtiness again. Snakes. Looks more like wire to me. Anyway, see you later, I've got to go now. Then, one of the signalmen reported a problem. He couldn't get his signal to show red for stop, with Whiff and Donald heading for the same junction. Too late, the engines crashed, both rolling off the track. The Sodor search and rescue team were called, and so too was the Topham Hatt. He left his house, got in his car and went up his drive, but had to stop at the red light. "Bother," he said. "Red. Wait a minute, there's never been a signal at the end of my drive before." However, he couldn't go through it because he's always telling the engines never to go through a red light. He waited. Then there was more trouble. Charlie and Stafford crashed at another junction. Both lights were green. Thomas, Rocky and Harold had to speed up with the rescues. Then Molly and Den crashed. It appeared that every signal on Sodor had been set to green, except one. Sir Topham Hatt still couldn't get out of his drive to sort out the problem. Those weren't snakes, were they, Tom Moss? They were signal wires, you naughty engine. There were more crashes. The search and rescue team were flat out. At one point Harold couldn't remember what he was doing and was actually flying upside down. Utter mayhem, and all due to one engine's naughtiness. Then Thomas spotted Tom Moss hiding in the tunnel and realised that it was him who had caused the problem. Thomas chased Tom, but had to give up to carry on with the rescues. Tom made it back to the safety of his forest to think up more naughtiness. Eventually, all the trains were put back on the rails. None of them were damaged. The signalmen repaired the signals and normal life had resumed to everyone, except Sir Topham Hatt, who was still waiting for the light to change to green.